Big news, and this one could affect every single person on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or anyone waiting for that COLA increase announcement. We're talking about the government shutdown delay, late inflation data, and how this could shift the official COLA release for 2026. Yeah, I know, it's a lot. But don't worry, I've got you covered, and we're going to break this down step by step so it all makes sense. Before we jump in, real quick, if you rely on benefits or just want to stay in the loop with what's actually going on in Washington, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I make sure you don't miss updates that can directly affect your wallet or your benefits. It's free, and honestly, it's the easiest way to stay informed without digging through a bunch of government sites. So here's the deal. The government shutdown that started in early October has officially slowed down everything, and I mean everything. The big one? The September inflation report, also known as the CPI data, won't be released on time because the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the folks who handle that, are partially shut down. And that's a big deal because that September number is the final piece used to calculate your COLA for 2026. Without it, Social Security can't finalize or announce the official increase. Normally, this all happens by mid-October. That's why so many of us had our calendars marked for the 15th. But now, things are on hold until the government reopens. And I know, people are frustrated. I've seen so many of you in the comments saying stuff like, we can't even plan our budgets without knowing how much we'll get next year. And yeah, I get it. For a lot of folks, even a $50 difference can mean groceries for the week or covering a medication. Now, don't panic, your monthly checks are still safe. The SSA has confirmed that payments for retirement, disability, SSI, survivors, all of it, will keep going out on time. The COLA announcement is what's delayed, not the payments themselves. So you don't need to worry about your next deposit disappearing or anything like that. But here's the catch, local SSA offices are running with limited staff, which means if you need to replace a Medicare card, get a benefits letter, or apply for something new, you might be waiting a while. And, that's what really stings here. For people trying to apply for new benefits or fix something in their record, this shutdown just throws another wrench into the process. I mean, it's already slow enough, right? Now, as far as the COLA number goes, experts were expecting about a 2.7% increase before the shutdown hit. That would have bumped the average Social Security check from about $2,008 up to around $2,062, roughly an extra $54 a month. Now that's not life-changing, but hey, every bit helps, especially when prices are still high at the grocery store and utilities just keep climbing. But that's just an estimate. The actual number could end up a little higher or lower depending on the final inflation data. And here's where it gets a little more complicated. The inflation numbers for August already showed prices rising again, mostly because of tariffs and higher import costs. September likely followed that same trend, but we won't know until that data finally gets released. So, depending on how long this shutdown drags out, we might be waiting weeks, maybe even into November, to get an official COLA announcement. I know that's not what anyone wants to hear. I've seen comments like, last time they gave us $20 more, and then Medicare took it all back. And honestly, that's a fair point. We've seen that pattern before, a COLA increase on one hand, and higher Medicare premiums on the other that eat it right up. That's why so many people are saying, what's the point? But here's the silver lining, even if the announcement is late, the COLA increase will still kick in automatically in January. You won't lose out on it, it's just a matter of when we get the official word. The last time something like this happened was way back in 2013 during another shutdown, and payments still went through once everything reopened. Though still, it's frustrating, right? People are just trying to plan ahead, maybe adjust budgets, check insurance costs, figure out what next year looks like. And now, we're all waiting because Congress can't agree on a funding bill. The administration's saying they're trying to secure long-term changes to federal spending, but let's be real, it's regular folks who feel the squeeze first. So here's what you can do right now. If you rely on Social Security or Medicare, make sure your information is up to date online, since office services might be limited. Keep an eye out for official announcements from SSA, not random posts on social media. And if you're budgeting for next year, maybe give yourself some wiggle room since we don't know exactly what that increase will look like yet. Also, I'll say this, when the government reopens and that COLA number finally drops, I'll be one of the first to break it down here. So if you haven't already, hit that like button so more people see this info, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the update. What do you think? Should the government have a backup plan for releasing these numbers even during a shutdown? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I really do read what you all have to say. And if you know someone stressing about this, share this video with them. They deserve to know what's going on, too. Alright, that's all for now. I'll keep watching this closely and bring you the latest as soon as we get updates. Take care of yourself, and as always, you're appreciated.